Hi everyone, I'm here with Julie Parr from Muckle LLP. Julie is Director of Business Improvement and Head of Data and Digital at Muckle. So we're going to have a chat around some of the things that Muckle have done in-house regarding tech roles, and with them traditionally being a non-tech company. It's a good subject to start off with. So with that in mind, Julie, why do you think it's important for businesses of all sectors? Because obviously you're not a traditional tech company.
Yeah.
To put tech front and center of what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I think our story is a bit, my background is all around process improvement and innovation. And I think where I've got to with process improvement is even when you review the processes, take things out, put things in, it always ends up that there's a bit of tech needed somewhere within that process. So I think my role has just evolved and I've just accepted I now do tech. So that's sort of where we've got to with it. And also the change with the pandemic and how we're working from home and our reliance on tech as well. I just feel like everybody's embracing tech in a different way to what we used to embrace it. And as he said, Muckle is a law firm, which it is, and we didn't really expect to be developing different software packages, but to be able to do exactly what we need to do for the marketplace for client demands to make things so we can have fixed price, so there can be better quality, we can be faster. We've needed to look at the tech side around things. So it's been really important for us. And we had a bit of a journey getting into this side of tech. So how tech is different now at Muckles is we do have an IT team who look after our infrastructure. They do all of the security side of it. They do all of the IT support as well for everybody. And they're an absolutely great team. But the other areas, there's so many other areas of tech now which you need to look at as a business. The first area is data, which I'm a little bit obsessed with data. I just think when you're looking for a solution for something or you're trying to identify a problem, you need to look at the data and find out what has been happening. And then what is evolving in the tech world is everything around AI, which is all data-driven technology, which is totally different type of technology to the technology which is used within our IT team. So we've really started looking at what we're doing with data at Muckles and how we can use that, and also looking at AI as well, because I think the world at the moment, the way AI is that everybody's talking about it at the moment, and it is really important. And in your personal life, you probably use it with every single thing that most things that you use, from what you're watching on Netflix to Spotify, what music you're listening to. But I think in the business world, I think there's a lot of hype at the moment around AI. And from me, I've got a bit of a curious mindset. I just want to know exactly how AI works and how it's going to impact the legal industry. And I think that's the thing. Everybody wants to buy the best bit of AI and say that we've got it. But for Muckle, we want to make sure that we will eventually get the best piece of AI and we'll create some AI. But I think at the moment, everybody's just talking about it and nobody's really doing anything with it. But I think the important thing is that, say, within the next 5 years, a lot of the legal business model will work around AI.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's really important. There's a couple of things that are really important for, I mean, the people who are here today who are looking for jobs. Don't necessarily think of the non-tech industry as opportunities to go and work. But it gives you stress there. Tech, digital, data, AI is going to work with so many businesses now that there will be tech roles and opportunities everywhere. And plus, you've also, because of what's happened in the last year, we were already accelerating that way anyway. But the demands of clients now are, well, we're now aware of all this new tech and what's going on, what can be done. So come on, you get up to speed and you do things differently. How's that impacted Muckle from a client side? What's been the demand-driven side for you to improve and become better and more digital savvy?
Yeah, well, the first thing that we've done in Muckles to address this is we've created a new team. So back in November, I work very closely with our managing partner, and we're looking at different tech projects which we had in the business. One of the projects which we had in the business was called a KTP, which is Knowledge Transfer Partnership, which is absolutely fantastic project for a business to work with, because that is a project that you work with an academic institution, i.e. a university. You work with Innovate UK, who help fund the project, and then you work with a business. So from the academic side, you also get access to academics within the specialised fields of your project. So we looked at one area of work that we were doing at Muckle, which was around debt recovery, which is quite a process-driven type of work. And also what our clients want us to do is they want us to speed up the process. They want us to collect data. They want us to be able to give them an informed position of what is going to happen with this debt. So we created a new product called Muckle Collect, which hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to market in April. And that is something different. So that was based from research which the Law Society did about 2 years ago on access to justice. So micro businesses, small businesses, medium-sized businesses don't have the resource and finances to use lawyers and have that access to justice. So Muckle Collect is all about, it's a product that it's 24-hour accessible, and it's a fixed fee, and it's quick, and it's still based around people, it's based around technology, it's based around speed, and then results as well. And we're also bringing the data. So anything we do on Muckle Collect, we'll look at every single bit of data to think, right, how can we improve it? How can we do things better? And that has been our first road to data and digital for Muckle. And within the KTP, we were working with a data scientist who was a very clever guy called Alan. And at the end of the KTP, we wanted to recruit Alan into Muckle. But to do that, obviously, a data scientist, he needs a team around him as well, so that he can develop a lot of our products and services around what we do at Muckles. So hence, we've got a data and digital team now. Alan, who's our data scientist, in there. And we've also recruited internal recruitment, a guy from our ops team, and also one of the girls from our debt recovery team to join our data and digital team. And what we're doing is internally, we're upskilling a number of those two people in data and digital and giving them loads of new skills.
Okay.
So it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really interesting point, and I think that's again good for people who are looking for job opportunities and have either left university, left college, or in the middle of their studies, or looking for that next step in their career. That there are lots and lots of roles and opportunities out there. And I'm going to put you on the spot here. If you were to say where Muckle's sort of digital tech data team is now, and we were to fast forward 2 years' time, what growth would you expect to see in that team? So, from a percentage point of view, I'm not going to ask you to name numbers, but where would you expect that to be? Because for me, in every element of that, with every other company, I'm seeing growth because there's more of a demand.
Yeah, I can see it. It'll definitely grow 50% of what it is now. We'll definitely double in size, because every piece of technology that we build, it's not just a case now of building a bit of tech, putting it out to market, and you never do anything else with it. Because the tech that we're building is all data driven. We create roadmaps. So we'll start off with a minimal viable product. We'll go to market with that, and then we'll look at creating the roadmap behind the product to work out, right, where can we go with this product? What can we do with it? So we're going to need, I think, that team. I think the whole internal business model will change actually at Muckle. We'll have a lot more people doing tech. And I think there's some fantastic tech as well out there. Do you want me to quickly go through what we're learning within our team? Because I think the thing with training and the tech that we're using, I mean, we're a law firm, but when you think of the professional services market, accountants, architects, all of these other organisations could benefit from this tech within their organisation. So for us, upskilling our team, one of the areas that we always do first is, do you know what? We'll just look on YouTube to find out what training we can get for free before we actually start doing things. So we have very structured training days at Muckle in our tech team on a Monday. And what we've done then is we've looked for, right, what do we need? So we need people in our team who've got SQL, Python and HTML skills for our data analysis side. We've also got Office 365 within Muckle, and we use Teams and different things. But there's the power side of that product is absolutely phenomenal. So you've got your Power Apps, you've got we've just started using Power BI this week for data analytics, Power Automate, which is robotic process and automation. And again, I would say if you were in the tech market now looking for jobs, look at these products, which could be used by, I would say, nearly any business that I can think of, to be honest, and upskill yourself so that you've got an idea of how these work. There's another product we use called robotic process and automation. So we actually automate. So if you've got a process that it's a repeatable process going over various different IT systems, robotic process and automation is an absolutely phenomenal tool. There's a company called UiPath, and they actually have free training. You can create robots online. We've got a robot which is, I would say, probably the most efficient worker in Muckle. And the lawyers won't agree with this, but the processing power of this robot is phenomenal. We can do something like 100 letters before action in 1 hour with our robot. And that was a robot who we've named after our debt recovery manager. So that's our BevBot, we call it. And that robot is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. But again, with robotic process and engineering, what we do, it's a bit of an interim measure to get the tech in there and get the efficiencies in there straight away. But we still have a roadmap behind our robots to think, right, how do we then need to code this to just get that to work? Yeah. So there's so much. It's a great place to be, I think, IT at the moment.
Yeah. I think it's Julie. I think that's brilliant, and I think that should be at the forefront of anybody who's here today who's looking for their career and where it's going to take them. That they shouldn't overlook companies who are traditional tech companies, because all of the things that you're doing there, they probably wouldn't think that you were doing them, and that you wouldn't be pushing technology and advancements that way, but you are. Yeah. So that's brilliant. Julie, if anybody wants to get in touch with you to find out more about what you're doing, pick your brains, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yeah, well, I'm Julie Parr. You can find me on LinkedIn or at Muckle as well, my email address. Perfect. Julie.parr@Muckle.
Excellent.
/LLP.com.
Julie, thank you very much for that. That was brilliant. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you.